check, who is this? I get paid, these skills the business. I get paid. I get paid. Mic check, who is this? I get paid, these skills the business. I get paid. I get paid. Mic check, who is this? I get paid, these skills the business. I get paid. I get paid. I get paid. I get paid. Burn it down, burn it down. 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 Mic check, who is this? I get paid, these skills the business. I get paid. I get paid. Mic check, who is this? I get paid, these skills the business. I get paid. I get paid. I get paid. I get paid. Burn it down, burn it down. 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 Burn it down, burn it down.
See me yet? Hey, see me yet? See me yet? Right. Yeah, nobody calling my name, remember. Thought I was going insane, but then a feeling I cannot explain became my frame of mind, not the same pretender. I am the thunder, the rain, descender, the power that came within a flame. I'm drained, I'm feeling like David. All of these Philistines finna taste it. I've been way down in my feelings. Got up and handle my business. Anybody putting money on me to win, double down on their winnings. I've been real from the beginning, never seeing your percentage, cause you never saw the beginning. Trust me, you did. None of y'all got it, our body, the weakest, be thinking the lightest. You can't see me. Hey, on your best day, today or the next day. Never that, never that, can't see me. Hey, on your best day, today or the next day. Never that, never that, can't see me.
Thank you, God, till I'm blacking out on y'all. On you like a mad dog. I be blacking out on y'all. Make your car, thank you, God, till I'm blacking out on y'all. On you like a mad dog. I be blacking out on y'all.
Yeah,
Make your car.
reckless decisions, beating me down in the fetal position. I decided I'ma beat opposition. Speak on my life on the beat and they listen. Put it on me to see me to fruition. All of y'all blocking, ain't got no options. Running through haters, my power's a lie. Barriers dry, life is the knock in the face. Got addicted to the taste. Succeeding is better. Top of my game, compete with me never. Targets, till they meet a Beretta regardless. Taking this seriously, dawg. Try to tell them they ain't hearing me. Nobody near me. Never hustle off of fear. We dominated and we gone. Can't see me. Hey, on your best day, today or the next day. Never that, never that. Can't see me. Hey, on your best day, today or the next day. Never that, never that. Can't see me.
Take you raw till I'm blacking out on y'all. On you like a mad dog. I be blacking out on y'all. Make your car. Take you raw till I'm blacking out on y'all. On you like a mad dog. I be blacking out on y'all. Make your car.
Can't see me. Hey, can't see me. Hey, hey. Can't see me. Never that, never that. Can't see me. Hey, can't see me.
Have a seat, guys. Welcome to the film session tonight. Glad to have you guys here. What a great game last night. Wow, it's okay. Hey guys, I'm your defensive coordinator, Coach Khalil Carter. As you all well know, welcome to the Power to the Fans Film Don't Lie show. We want to let you know a little bit about my role here. As you guys know, I'm the defensive coordinator of all 4 teams. I'm sure that's pretty unusual to have one defensive coordinator, but y'all know how we've been doing their practice every day. We've been competing at a very high level, and we want to send a message to the fans that the power's in their hands, and we're going to be going against them. So I'm going to kind of play that villain role. We have Coach Jim Phillips here, who's in charge of the offensive line. You guys know him very well, too. And so, fans, we want to let you know the power's in your hands. So make sure you go to the chat and log in and give us comments, feedback, and anything you want to say about our film session, our players, ask questions. We would love to answer those for you. All right? You guys are the ones to beat. I'm the one that you guys are going to be playing against every week. So try to get a chance to call the right plays and see if you can beat our defense every week. I can tell you it won't be easy, and we're going to be out there knocking heads off every single play. So good luck, and we're going to be on your head every day. All right? All right, guys. So, so we're going to go ahead and start with this film session. We're going to start with last night's game against the Zappers and the Beasts. We're going to go defense first. So, Coach Phillips, I'll pass it to you in a second. All right, sir? All right. This first call we had was read ice, which is our cover one man coverage with an underneath linebacker help. On top, we have Stuyvesant Lathan. In the middle, we have Curtis Collins. And on the bottom, we have Roman Tatum. So that's number 39, number 48, and number 24. Okay? Great job of pedaling. Everyone inside leverage, eyes down to the low hips, reading the speed of their defense. Nice job here, Curtis, of staying high, working into your leverage, staying inside. Great mirror technique right there with your feet. Try to not bucket step right there and get off balance. Keep your head over your knees and your chest over your toes. Nice plant. Good ready to get downhill. Great outside ball by the quarterback, but great drive by Curtis right there. Cecil, make sure you stay underneath the coverage here until you get the quarterback to scramble, right? And I know he's stepping up, but when he tucks the ball, that's what I want you to react, okay? Other than that, try to stay in number 2 to give him a little bit of help so that we can be able to drive a little bit more time for the quarterback. On top, Stuyvesant, nice job with your pedal here, okay? Nice job of keeping your distance, your separation, and then reading the speed of that route. We always talk about reading the stem. If they're chopping, they're going 3-step. If they're digging out, they're going vertically, maybe a 5-step route. Nice job by Stuyvesant. We also talk about opening at 3 yards. Nice job there. Right at 3 yards, he opens. He's under control. He's not panicking. He drives the hip. But I want to see more hand rotation right there, Stuyvesant, okay? Run your hands through your break. Don't let your feet die. Your hands die, your feet die. And then Roman down here at the bottom, number 24, right there on the logo. Great job of staying inside. But right there, the receiver gives him a little head fake. We want to read the hips. Okay, read the hips. Don't read the head. The head will lie to you. Stay inside. Read those hips. Look for that big stick by that right foot of the receiver right there. Right stick. That's going to tell us which direction he's going. They always go opposite of that stick. Drive that. Don't let him cross your face. Don't give him a throw. Rally. Nice tackle, Curtis Collins. Nice job, Cecil. And then up front, the D-line. Nick, great job right here. We talk about looking, though, right? Peeking. When you're in man coverage, stab with your inside hand. Okay? Sorry, Nick, right there in the black hoodie, Nick Williams. Stab, inside hand, right? Even though you're outside shade, go inside hand. It turns your hips around right now, okay? Not bad right there, but right here, don't look. You see the quarterback throw it, you're going to see the receiver catch it. Make sure he don't run a wheel route. Make sure he dedicates himself to that out route before you look. And then last but not least, we have the rushes on top. All right, we're going to go to our next play here. Next play. Absolutely. Snake lock wind. Snake lock wind. That's a zone coverage for the fans at home. It means our number 24 is sitting in the flats. Okay, 24 sitting in the flats. And then the other two corners and the safety are high half defenders. All right. And guys, when I call your name out, raise your hand so that we can find you really quickly, and then I'll address you that way. All right. All right, we're getting here. It's going here, guys. My guy. All right. Absolutely. All right, so next play here. All right, quarterbacks, I know you guys are throwing great balls out there. We got Win here. Give you a little bit of insight of what we're doing on defense. We got Win, again, the boundary corner right there at the top of the screen on the 20-yard line. He has an underneath technique. He's going to funnel that guy, which means he gets him inside so the safety helps over top. And then he finds work, which means he locates the next eligible receiver to his area. Our safety didn't go over enough, so our corner stayed a little bit too long. We should have this play covered with number 24 riding inside to that guy right there. Our safety makes the play over top. Our field corner down here at the bottom hashes right by the 15-yard line. That's Stuyvesant Lathan. He just got to stay square. Work for depth faster so he can see the ball thrown. Keep everything in front of him. We should be going a minimal gain underneath here. Okay, Cecil Cherry right there in the black. Cecil, make sure you don't overrun number 2. The linebacker's job is to play underneath of the nearest receiver to his side. So he wants to slow down and play underneath. We call it a 2-yard rule. Drop 2 yards inside of that receiver so that when he runs a route that goes over top of you, he doesn't immediately out-leverage you. And you can work underneath to keep that flat covered. We have a little bit of lag here going on with the internet, guys. So we're going to move forward, see if we can move forward to the next play, if that helps. All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go to the board while we work out this right now. The internet's lagging a little bit. Again, we had a Z receiver, a W, X. The field is this side. This is the way we do it on offense and defense. Here is your center. Here is your tight end. We call him Y. He's the Y. And then we have our guard or tackle. Could be both things. Then we have our nose guard, our quick defensive end who guards the tight end, an athletic guy. And then we have our rush end who's more of a field-contained guy, okay? So here on this next play, you have number 24, you have number 48, and you have number 39. We're playing wind. And what happens is he gets vertical, we funnel inside, he goes here, our Mike linebacker goes there, he comes over and runs a dig. We overrun that a little bit, and we give this immediate window. It's called the first window. The pass that is right after this guy's left shoulder or outside shoulder is the first window. What we want to do is stop here, take away that first window, and make him continue to the second window. And that's when he closes in and squeezes that off, and that way we have the underneath coverage, we have the over coverage, and this guy will be running vertical. He'll be splitting the two, taking high, underneath, and we should have the quarterback holding the ball so we can pass rush, okay? Let's go with let's go with Cecil again. Cecil, okay? What could we have done differently on this play in your mind to be able to execute this a little bit better? Why don't you go up to the microphone, please, and then pull your mask down when you talk.
I would play it slow and work back inside when I see my one did a vertical and help side inside like you're telling me, flip my hips.
Absolutely. Roman, what did we talk about on the field? Roman with the blue hat, we gonna come to the mic? What did we talk about on the field about this play? Remember on the field?
Yes, so for me at the boundary corner number 24, after I get my hands on the Z receiver, my job is to funnel him inside, but then I got to look to the number 2, which is the W coming across the field. After I get my hands on him, I got to push here and then find work. I got to try to get to that dig and make a play on the ball.
Absolutely, absolutely. Marquil Osborne, come on up. Okay, I know you play a little bit of boundary corner and field corner.
Yes, sir.
Tell them how important it is to have that number 48 come over top in that half coverage.
It basically covers up the corner route to allow me to move over to the next eligible receiver and pretty much make a play on the ball.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Good answer. Good question. Nick, on your previous play on man coverage, talk to them about the importance of locating your receiver and staying on his hip instead of peeking back and forth.
Peeking back and forth definitely will get you beat. It's always good to keep your eyes on the man and play man ball.
Because receivers will run double moves, such as an out and up, or they'll run a slant and go, or they'll run a hitch and go. Those routes, as soon as you take your eyes off of the man, they will continue going, and now you'll have to grab, reach, or call the penalty in order to change that dynamic. Let's see if we can get back to the film before we're back up. All right, there we go. A little refresh action, that works. Always gotta be flexible, right, guys? Don't always have your knees bent. Always be flexible. Okay. For instance, you see here, our safety does not get over top. Number 48 does not work to the top hash of the field to cover up. So you see that guy is running wide open after the boundary corner gets rid of him and comes inside. And we gotta just do that quicker. Okay. Let's go to the next play. All right, let's look at this next play. This next play was booger lock, which means we're putting our nose guard, our middle guy over the center into a two-way go, which means he can decide to go right or left and set up his move as the outside defensive ends are rushing wide to give him space to work inside. That's a great name for a play, isn't it, fans? Booger, you like that? The nose from the booger. That's what we did, okay? All right, so here the booger lock. Great job by Nick getting pressure, got hands in the face. Nice job right there, Nick. That causes the throw to be a little high. But what a great throw by Quentin Flowers here. I mean, the defensive lineman is in great coverage. And he puts the ball right under his armpit. That's amazing. The difficulty of that throw is probably exponential. That's Francois there? Oh, that's Francois. I gave you credit for nothing, didn't I? Hey, man. All right, here we have rain. So that means that the corner that's on the hash, right to the 10-yard line, number 24, has underneath coverage. And you were right on this one, Roman, from the field. We had on lock, so you were perfectly correct. Okay, you got number 3, number 83 coming at you. Squeeze. The safety has to switch with you right there. You picked up the right guy, your job. The bottom corner right here on the 10-yard line, Stuyvesant Lathan. He funnels inside, gets the receiver to go inside, closer to the safety, and picks up that guy who's coming to the flat right there, okay? That will be this gentleman right here. As soon as that guy comes out, he needs to come off right now. The safety right here on the hash mark at the bottom of the screen. That gentleman right there on the hash, he needs to be seeing number 2. 2 went out. That takes him over top of number 1, allowing the corner to come off. The boundary corner right here squeezes to number 83. He goes outside. He continues to look for work. That's that guy coming in. It's a switch off of responsibilities. All right? Fans, what do you have to say on the chat right now? Do you have anything? All right. Okay. What a play if you caught that. All right, so our league starts. Our first game is February 13th. That's 6 days from now, next Saturday, and it's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So all you guys, make sure you got your Twitch accounts set, and you guys are ready to stream live and join our chat and ask us some really good questions so we can involve you into the games. All right. Thank you, Caboose85, for that question. That was a really good question, and a lot of fans need to know exactly when we're starting. Yesterday was our preseason game. Next week is going to be our first regular season game. All right, Coach Phillips, you want to take over the screen here? I'll set you up with your first play here.
Put that first play right there you had in.
Yes, sir.
First, I'd like to show them, maybe the fans need to know all of our different personnel we have. And that way they can understand why we do some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, anybody have any questions about what we talked about? The purpose of us executing at a high level is to make these wonderful quarterbacks work as well. They drop back. There's only 3 linemen. They have a lot of space to scramble. Make sure you're working hard at making them work hard because they need to be able to see lots of players in coverage, lots of different colored jerseys, making their difficult throws.
All right, we're going to go through our regular and our bigs and our tight. Our regular is when we have a regular Y in, and our tight T is our guard. We also can go with 2 Ys, which we call our speed package, or we can go with 2 bigs, which we call our big package. And the reason we do it because we have different plays that fit all the combinations and stuff we have to do. Of course, the big linemen, they want to stay in it all the time because they think they can run down the field and catch passes. Well, they can about 5 yards, and then they're tired and we have to get their ass out. So we got to keep them in there, keep them blocking and everything. So we do that. So right now it'd be this situation. That one play Coach was showing you, number 3, Coach.
Play 3.
Which quarterback made a great throw, but he also, it was supposed to be in 58. He's supposed to be rolling a little bit to this side, which gave the center a bad angle. The center was setting to him this side, and you'll see when Slick Nick did a good job getting upfield, but the quarterback should have been coming this way. And we're doing a pretty good job setting. We had to change our whole technique on the line of scrimmage because what Coach Carter was doing with the defensive line. We had to sort of attack more and set y'all up and get on you quicker because the slants was killing us. And he made a great throw here. This was A. I mean, it'd be double A. That's the first play we put in is double A and A. It adjusts to all routes. I mean, it adjusts to all defenses. If we get in trouble, that's what we're going to go to. And that's what we put in on that day. And he made a great throw on the backside.
Yes, sir.
All right. As you see the tight ends releasing on a rail route, these guys are adjusting to what they're going to look like it's going to be a zone, and they're adjusting to a zone defense and adjusting their routes to it accordingly. And the linemen are setting, and he's supposed to be rolling just a little bit further because the center's setting this way a little bit more, trying to get him to the backside. He should have been setting this way, coming this way a little bit more. I think he had a cleaner, but he made a great throw. We can't, I mean, that's the way he makes a great throw. It makes us look good. All right, number 9. Okay. All right, number 9, the play number 9 here, I believe, is one of our runs. This is called a hand sweep. It's a speed sweep. We're zoning to the right. The right guard trying to reach a 3 technique, the center and the backside. I think this play is very good because the backside end gets put in a heck of a bind. If he don't close, there's going to be a soft seam in behind it. If he does close, we can pull it out. He's also reading the corner. If the corner goes, and then his next eyes goes to the defensive end. If the corner stays, of course, we're going to give it. If he goes, he got a chance to pull out and come out the backside. This time he gave it, and we had a pretty good soft place on the play side. Pretty good job by the center and the backside guard who really working hard to cut the people off.
All right, Coach Phillip, we have another question on our chat. What time is the draft on Wednesday? Jason, what time is the draft on Wednesday? I think it's at 7 o'clock as well, is it not? I think it's at 7 Eastern. 7. It's going to be at 7 Eastern time. You can go onto Twitch and live stream that draft as well. And say it again. Oh, and all of our lineup challenges as well are going to be displayed at the same time as our draft. So make sure you got your Twitch accounts set up. Make sure you're ready to live stream. Get your popcorn, get your bubble gum, get your soda pop, and be ready to choose your best players for your teams. All right? And thank you, Ethan, for that question. We have one more question on there again. Is can they franchise defensive players? I think so. I think you can draft any players that on every team to be a franchise player. I think we have 2 franchise players for every team. I know Johnny has been already selected as one, but I tell you what, there are a lot of great players to choose from on both sides of the ball, including some of our great offensive linemen coached by Coach Phillips. So make sure you choose the players that most represent your ideal of what the football brand looks like. And I want to thank Illy CEO for that question. Thank you so much for that on the chat. Coach, next play?
Yeah.
Play 10?
Play 10. I think this is the play I was going to show you. The quarterback who had a scramble. He made a great throw across the field. Again, we got Rook motion. Rook's called motion when he comes across formation right there. That's Z. He's always on the right-hand side. Got a little push. Good job of staying with it. Had a reel on the backside. He just come clean. I mean, it's hard to cover all that when we do it right. And he made a good job on the rail. Made a good job reading it, and had a good pass.
Any other? How about we ask a couple players about this play right here, Coach? Why don't you talk to maybe Quentin Flowers or
Quentin in here?
Chris Basil is in here as well.
All right, Quentin, what do you think about it?
I think he did good with his eyes, just knowing personnel too. With backside, he knowing that corner remove, and coming out just knowing that 67, I would say, just stayed flat, and he had a wide open guy. He just took his shot.
All right, we'll get a quick defensive perspective. Roman, this is the play that we were talking about on the film right here. When you have a tight end release, what's your job, Roman Tatum? What's your job on this one? When we got rain on and the tight end releases, what do we got?
Go to storm, which is a cover 3.
So we're checking to a cover 3. When the tight end releases, we're going to give him help over top, let our defensive linemen stay underneath, and let the cornerback take him over top so we can make sure we don't let you score no touchdowns, Chris Basil. We don't like you scoring touchdowns.
That's my money man. Don't be talking to Mr. Brazel. He keeps my stocks.
All right, Cole, let's go to your next play, play 49.
I'm glad you showed me that thing.
Yes, sir. This changes the game, doesn't it? All right. Guys, give me a second. I'm getting to this next play. A great competition so far. I think the score here is kind of getting out of hand a little bit. I think with all the touchdown passes that people were throwing, some people in this room.
This is the one I was talking about. He got forced out on the backside. The backside guy found an open spot, set it down, and he just happened to come across and seen him. He also had 2 backside. That's a long throw. That's a pretty good arm right there. Pretty good protection up there. Everybody slid. Got a good hand-to-hand combat going. Everybody got the feet and the hands moving. Defense is fighting to get there. That's pretty good football. I mean, that's just a great play. Our defense is in good position. Everybody's in good position. That just comes down to somebody making a play right there.
Let's talk about from a defensive standpoint. Roman, right here on the front side, what should Putu have done? Joseph Putu, come to the mic, Marquil Osborne. What should Putu have done when that number 2 sat down right there in that curl?
Oh, he should have sat down as well.
Right.
Yes,
And he does late. He does. Fans, you can see right here at the top of the screen, our corner is in a flat technique here up top. He holds his vertical until something goes right there. And then we bait the quarterback into a dangerous throw across the field, across his body. Nice job by the boundary quarter, Kareem Darrington, of running with him. Safety's in a good spot. He doesn't bite on that number 2. And then now our corner's in perfect position. He's working out towards him. We see the ball, we see the throw right there, and we make a bad play on the ball. Marquell, you making that play? Ooh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Mr. Cherry, step up real quick.
Who's the receiver catching the ball? Anybody know? Andrew?
Great job, and he's sticky now. All right, Cecil, talk about the linebacker play. What should he have done right here? It was rain. What should he have done?
He should have got over his number 2 and work probably more flat backwards, because it ain't no what's the name in his flat to hurt with that hook curl. He could have helped step on with that pick.
Absolutely, could have helped him. He could have pushed him out.
Yep.
Somebody could have called out on that.
Yes, sir.
Nick, good job on your two-way go. Nick Williams, come on, step up to the mic. Good job on your two-way go.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Okay. Nice job of pressing the pocket. As long as we can press the pocket and get him off his spot, that's the key, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. But our defensive end on the bottom side needs to do what?
He needs to stop. He needs to hand fight with the man and get him off. Yeah, get up the field.
Look at where the quarterback retreats to. He retreats to the area that we're supposed to be running outside wide rush. That's why it all works together, guys. Coach Phillips, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Any final thoughts, sir?
No, y'all did a good job. I think we just keep working. I think it's going to be a great situation. To be honest, we got some good players in this place. Fans are going to enjoy it. I think they need to get involved and talk to Coach Carter. He knows all about this Twitch and everything. Get on there. He's the man on this stuff. We're having a lot of fun with it. I appreciate you guys working like you are.
All right. We got another comment in the chat here. All right. Shout out to Chris Brazel. Let's go, fam, from DJ Daily Grind. Who is that, your cousin? Yeah. That's your cousin, ain't it?
That's my cousin from back home. Big time DJ in the city of New Orleans. Loud guy, always lit. Hey, just can't wait to get that moment to host the Zulu Bowl.
Oh, man. Shout out to New Orleans. Shout out to DJ Daily Grind. Awesome guy. Hey, but thank you so much. Remember, fans, Film Don't Lie will be every Sunday after our games. Make sure you get on the chat. Make sure you get on Twitch. Make sure you ask questions. Make sure you have fun with us out here. We're having a lot of fun, guys. Great game. This was the best game of the night, was the Zappers versus the Beast. You guys played your hearts out. Thank you so much, guys. See you later.
Thanks, fellas.
Coach, good job, Coach. I think you competed very well yesterday. You know, finding the guys.
How'd I do on this field?
Huh?
How'd I do on this field right here?
Yeah, we going. Oh, you did good. Oh, excellent. It's a little, we still a little bit working through some of the things, but I thought you did excellent. We just got to find a good transition for me and you to.
No, I just play off of you.
Yeah, and then the internet. I got a hot spot.
That's what you got to have.
We got to get a hot spot so that thing's running. So we don't have any problems because that lags is really hard. Good job.
I didn't talk about offensive line, but I know the
my linoleum. There's no limit to the boss in me. I'm in the lot like I just won the lottery. And so I hop in the driver's seat. Suit and tie on fleek, a pretty thing right beside for me. Sweet, we hot rollers, we told ya that we all in. You fold up, it's all over. Those up in the culture, the way that we live. Every day it pays off, from the bank to the crib. We hot rollers, we told ya that we gotta win. You know us, we play the rush. I'm all in for this life, gotta chase the sun. I keep a straight face even when I'm under the gun. Yeah. Yeah. We told ya that we all in, you fold up, it's all over. Those up in the culture, the way that we live. Every day it pays off, from the bank to the crib. We hot rollers, we told ya that we gotta win. You know us, we play the rush. I'm all in for this life, gotta chase the sun. I keep a straight face even when I'm under the gun. Yeah. We told ya that we all in, you fold up, it's all over. Those up in the culture, the way that we live. Every day it pays off, from the bank to the crib. We hot rollers, we told ya that we gotta win. You know us, we play the rush. rush, I'm all in for this life. Gotta chase the sun. I keep a straight face even when I'm under the gun. Yeah. 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 1, 2, I hit the bag when I wake up. Pound for pound, I'm greater. Nobody wanna step up to me. Cause every second I get better, got no time to settle. I'm a legend, what the hell is defeat? Arms straight, see me jabbing, y'all never hold them back in. Don't mean to brag, but you lack the form and fashion. Too young, too handsome, too fast to handle. So you gotta dispute, you'll
Now you
soon
good.
be dismantled. Y'all not killing me, yo.
Come on up here, Coach Ford.
Where am I coming at? Oh, shoot.
And your mask, they want you to take your mask off.
Cocking, ticket.
He's very. All right, guys. Hey, Coach Ford's in the building now. Coach Ford's in the building. Hey, guys, come on, players, come on in. Let's go, guys. Come on, file on in. Time for film. Film don't lie. Power to the fans.
That's what it is.
Tape don't lie.
That's not necessarily true.
Film don't lie.
Right,
Tape don't lie. All right, tape don't lie. Tape don't lie. The eye of the sky don't lie now. All right, come on in, get your seat.
Okay, I got you.
Grab it on in, grab it on in. Ooh, you looking nice there, Tradante here. What is it, SpongeBob shoes? Oh, okay, my bad. Oh, Simpson now, okay. All right, file on in. Is that everybody? Is that everybody in? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, guys, as you well know, I'm Coach Khalil Carter. I'm your defensive coordinator for all 4 teams for the FCF. That includes the Glacier Boys, the Wild Aces, the Zappers, and the Beasts. I know it's a little bit unusual to have one defensive coordinator for 4 teams, but hey, we got a lot of great assistants as well to help us get that done. And I want to introduce Coach Robert Ford, the offensive coordinator for the
Glacier Boys.
The Glacier Boys. They're in the building now. Glacier Boys in the building, all right? Great game last night. Sorry it got kind of short because of some of the technical difficulties, but you guys gave it all, laid out on the line. And so we're going to jump right into film. Fans, remember, the power is on you to defeat our defense. My defense is going to be there every day battling against you and your calls. So make sure that you have the right play call on, or we're going to be out there knocking off helmets. So let's have some questions here. Guys, how did you feel about the game? James Lee, right there in the middle, step up to the mic, take your mask off. How you feel about the game last night? How did it go for you?
Well, from the Glacier Boys and the Wild Aces, I feel like there's still a lot we need to improve on defensively. I feel like right now, before game week, that we can fix those kinks and maybe turn into a perfect game and compete with the offense.
All right. How about we step up here? Trey out the hill. Go ahead. What you see out there on the game last night? How'd you feel out there for the first preseason game? Give us some comments, some feedback.
It was a pretty good, exciting time. Good walk-through rehearsal. I think everybody got a little fire lit up under it.
Talk a little louder. Say that one more time about that fire.
I said everybody got a little fire lit up under it.
Oh, got it. That fire that you said was lit up on a player. I remember late in the game, it was jawing back and forth. I thought I had to come off the field over to do something. And I saw you on our sideline, Jedediah. You know, y'all been clowning, trying to start up some mess. Love it. That energy, that passion, that fire for playing football is what this league is all about. Hey, why don't you give some feedback from your point of view as a quarterback? What did you see out there?
You know, to be honest with you, I was excited. I saw a lot of potential for big plays. Finally getting onto the field, seeing the dimensions of the field, and the ability to have that home run ball. I just think a lot of quarterbacks were making a lot of big plays. A lot of receivers were stepping up, and just kind of excited to see that playmaking ability.
You agree with that? Travis, right? Travis, right? Every time you get called on in this area, just raise your hand so we can find you. Go ahead, Travis.
I totally agree. I think it's going to be a really fast-paced league. There's going to be a lot of excitement, a lot of big plays. Really looking forward to it.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, that's exactly what we need to hear from our players. Fans, make sure you're chiming in on the chat that's going on right now. Ask questions, give feedback, shout-outs. We're doing all that right now. So now we're going to roll into our film session. We're going to start with defense, and we're going to go each back and forth. Okay, Coach Ford?
Sounds good.
Okay, here we go with play 1. We had on snake wind. That is a full slant to the field side. We're going here, here, and we're giving him the option to go two-way go. So that's snake. And then we're going wind. So that is our weak side or boundary corner, our safety here, and our field corner rotating over top. This is a little messy. Okay? Rotating over top, allowing him to funnel, get the receiver to go inside, and then find work in this area. Our linebacker will go here, underneath here, to there, depending on what happens with the routes. So we should be under 2, over 2, and if any of the tight ends drop, we gain a dropper inside. So we should be at most 4 under 2 over, or at least 2 under 2 over. Let's see how it worked, and then we'll get Coach Ford's feedback. Not bad, not bad. Front side. Safety got to get over top in a hurry, D-Jack, right? Go more. You got trips on your top side. That means that we have 3 receivers to the top. So we got to come right now to allow number 23 to pick up that curl right there. Good job. But what didn't we do right here? Okay, the tight end. Whose job is the tight end? It would be yours first, Quill, because that's your number 1, okay? We always have to count the tight end on a release when we're not in lock. Anytime we're over there on that side, and in lock, we would do, in lock, let me start over here. We have a lock call on, this guy would travel, and then this guy would have him man to man, even though we're playing a zone defense. Here we did not have on lock, so the defender stays here, and now is responsible for this guy going in the flats. Soon as he goes vertical, that defender now can squeeze and find work to the middle of the field like we talked about here. So the example of tight end here, trips receivers, boundary cornerback is now here. That tight end releases, we got to take care of him. He goes vertical, and then we find work, and we have our over-under coverage right there. Coach Ford, what do you see on this play offensively, and what are we doing here on this play?
We're trying to flood the outside to the right with a low over the top play. The quarterback read is actually here, there. Mm-hmm. As a result, but this guy right here should be given a verbal call. And a verbal call is when you're going flat out wide open. He will give you a unique call. I hate to, because you'll start laughing at me. He'll give you, yoo-hoo, one of those calls like that when he's by himself. But obviously he did not do that, or if he did it very loud, the quarterback did not see it.
So he was talking about the tight end here. We need to somehow alert to the quarterback, hey, throw me the ball. Yeah. And fans, I know you want to scream through those screens, but they can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Tight end, make a call right here. Who's that, David Meza? That's David Meza screening up the field here, because we busted the coverage, and we got to be able to make a call here. Like Coach Ford said, we're going to use the prompter, not the screen so they can see it, that we have the over-under route, and their read is 3 to 2 to 1 or 3 to 1 to 2 with a high-low on the corner, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, that's how they want to do on that play. Any other things? How about we ask a question to one of the quarterbacks here? Why wouldn't a quarterback, Logan, right? Yeah. Logan Marcy, raise your hand. Why wouldn't the quarterback have seen that tight end running wide open? Like the fans need to know.
Why wouldn't he have seen it?
Yeah.
Because it's 59 protection, so we're rolling to the right. So we're reading the whole right side first. Really, usually the only time we would come backside of the tight end is when we know it's a man coverage and we get a one-on-one backside. So pre-snap with that corner sitting backside, we're predetermining that corner is going to stay in that zone area. So it's kind of like a double team on the tight end. So we're kind of working the numbers to the field. If that corner stays backside, we should have numbers to the field. So, I mean, the quarterback did a good job taking what the defense gave him here. And just, out of the blue, if he saw the tight end, he would probably throw it to him, but our read takes us to the field first.
So he's saying that here is their read. Number 1, that guy's going vertical. There's his number 1 read right there, fans. Then their number 2 read is this curl flat concept. Seeing if this corner is going to make a mistake, jump here, throw here, stay here, throw here. And he's saying that if they can get man-to-man, which is this corner, if this corner's over here, now they have the matchup they want on the go ball. They would set their feet and come backside. Yeah. Okay? All right? Let's go to the next play. Coach Ford, I want you to start with offense this time.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
All right. I think we got a fan question coming in. We're going to pause this for a second. Let's see what we got coming from the fans. I got to get one of those white footballs. Huh? Really? All right. Oh, those. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. At the end of the season, maybe there'll be a great silent auction that you can bid for. Hey, Twitch has all kinds of features that you fans can be interactive on. So stay tuned for an option to buy these and maybe a bobblehead of Coach Ford. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
Oh, that would be a small bobblehead.
Coach Ford, right ahead, sir. Go right ahead. I'll let you look through the play first.
Yes.
That's the same play, isn't it?
Yeah.
Same play.
Okay, let me move on. Here we go.
Same play.
Why is it? Okay, I know why. I know what's happening. I'm sorry. Because we're in this mode. We have to go into there and back out. I apologize, sir.
Okay.
We just learned this morning, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Oh, looks like there's no play number 2. Let's go to play number 3. All right, play number 3. Go big. And let's restart. All right, sir. So there you go.
All right. This is a read fade. The outside receiver here is a 3-step outside steps with his outside leg going across the free safety. The running back.
Use the screen, sir. We can see what you're talking about.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry about this.
I know the wires in the way. Sorry.
Yes. The running back is the number 2 receiver. He's in the flat. If the first defender jumps and he is going to turn it upfield, actually the first defender did a nice job preventing him from going upfield. Now the wide receiver now, he's just reading the free safety going across his face all the way across the field. But it's actually a 3-step outside step route, and it's a time route. We'd like to hit him in the void right here if we could. But the free safety crossed so fast, caused us to go climb pretty quickly, and we just missed him. But it's a good play backside.
It looked like your backside, you got a whole route to keep that corner from low from falling
Oh,
off.
without question.
So you can see zone, right?
That's right.
We got a fan question right now. Let's go to the fan question. Go to the chat. See what we got going on. Oh, yeah. So who was the quarterback on this play? Travis, were you in on the series?
I was not.
Logan, were you in on the series?
No, this is Jackson Erdman.
Jackson Erdman, coach. Talk about his skill set and what he brings to the game.
Big guy, very accurate. Big guy.
Big guy.
Yes.
Anybody in the NFL from your days of playing with the Cowboys that he reminds you of? Maybe a Troy Aikman type, maybe a John Elway kind of guy?
Well, size-wise, he's bigger than Troy. But he throws the ball like Troy. He's very accurate. I really like what he does. I'm very impressed with what he does, too.
It's a great compliment to be compared to the great Troy Aikman and have the size to also be able to compete at that level. All right, let's talk about this defensively really quickly. Defensively, looks like we have on play, looks like we have on rain again. So again, we're funneling inside. We're getting the receiver to go inside again. This time our Z receiver is backside, so is our boundary corner. The W's here, and then there goes the Z. Probably could use some spray. Well, I can just spit right there. All right, so again, like Coach said, we have this out route with the option to turn it up into the flat. They want to hit that right now. First window, we talked about the first window in the last session, throwing the ball right here in that in-between where the safety lives. But the safety does a great job of squeezing, so they continue on and go to the second and third window behind them. Backside, they have a whole route to keep that corner low. If that corner drops, they know it's zone, and they're coming right down backside to the check down. See, I play a little quarterback. I play a quarterback too, that Logan Marshall.
I see that. Yeah, he talking all the quarterback lingo, ain't he?
Oh, we have so much trouble.
Right? There you go. But we have on range, so we're making sure this guy goes inside, and as he whips back out, we're here. We're right here with the Mike linebacker to go into this hole, which should stop their first window throw and make them throw the ball here where we have a safety living. Then we have our corner funneling that guy inside, falling off on that, and if he does retreat, he takes him in man-to-man coverage. So actually, this is a really good call for what y'all had on, and sometimes the football happens. Y'all play Madden and had the right call on, and it still don't work. Well, this is real football here, baby, and it will work if you get it done right. Let's go to the next play. I gotta go out, sir.
Gotta go out.
Yeah, I gotta go out. All right. Play 4, Coach 4 again. I'll let you lead, sir. And we will go big. Here we go. Let's take a look at this play here, fans. All right.
Oh, just a basic play. He's actually scrambling. It's 5-step drop back, and he's just moving to the right because of the pressure. They are running go routes, but they're reading the top of the coverage. If we cannot get even with the top guys at the coverage, we are taught to come back to the football, and as a result, we have a two-way go. If it's bump and run, we're going to continue with the go route. If it's zone and we cannot beat them deep, then we're going to pull up and come back down the rail.
So they got all curl routes on, and let's illustrate what Coach Ford just said. So they have these options, okay, of going vertical if it's press coverage. If it's off coverage, if they can beat them, they go. But if they're hip to hip, they're going to shut it down into a curl route to get a quarterback a throw. And I'm guessing that's all three options the same way.
All three.
Vertical, curl inside, vertical, curl inside. We happen to be in man coverage there and not in press, so that's why they all ran the curl routes. James Lee, why don't you step up to the mic? It's a great pass rush by you right here. Talk through what you saw and how you were able to defeat this offensive lineman right here. On the bottom of the screen, let me go back. Here's James Lee's here. You see how he's making the quarterback get off his spot, which is our #1 goal in this league. We don't have a whole lot of time to maybe get to the quarterback because the ball comes out so quickly. How'd you do this, James?
First thing I look for is a set of the offensive lineman. See, in this league, they have like many different sets, and this one he sets vertical. He exposes his chest a little bit, so I go for a stab, try working off the edge and using my speed. And quarterback happened to see it and just rolled out. So I was just trying to pressure him to the sideline as much as I could.
Yeah, so we have a wolf on here, I believe. Let's take a look. And we'll talk about the front call.
Coach, I think wolf's the next play, I think.
No, so this was, we were in rain on this play, right? No, this was the man call, right? This is the man call. So this is just a read call, and we have to make sure we stay outside. So when we have a read call on, let's talk about the read call we have on here, fans. So we have our quick, our nose, and our rush. We have man coverage here, and man coverage here. We're off. We're 7 yards off and inside leverage, close to the quarterback. 7 yards off, inside leverage. 7 yards off, inside leverage. So we have that man in man-to-man coverage. Anywhere he goes, you got him. I always say if he blows his nose, you wipe it for him, okay? So we got him locked man-to-man. The thing about playing man in coverage is see what your man is doing. Don't look at the quarterback. See the quarterback throw it, you're going to see the receiver catch it. So mirror him and mirror his feet. Keep your eyes waist low. If I was guarding Coach Ford right now, I don't know wherever he go. Where you going, Coach Ford? Where you going? I'm locking him down, okay? So great man coverage. But here on the front, we have this call on a read where we give him a two-way go. We rush wide, and our Mike linebacker now plays the quarterback's eyes. So his vision tells him where he goes. So if he scrambles, we'll go here, and we'll be able to stop him that way. We had a pretty overzealous defensive end that went inside, gave him the outlet, and therefore led to a completion. Right. When all things work together, that's when a play is effective. We all saw defense. Quarterback does it right, we do it right, it's a tackle. Quarterback does it right, we do it wrong, it's a touchdown. They do it wrong, we do it right, it's a big play for us. So we play the odds, we roll the dice on that. Coach Ford, any other final words on that?
No, it was, it was actually a well-executed play. The defensive front forced the quarterback to pressure. If everything was right, the quarterback would have stayed in the pocket. And it probably would have been a tougher throw because the coverage was actually pretty tight.
Anytime we can put ourselves in between the quarterback and the receiver, or what we say the ball and the receiver, we have a chance to make the play. Ball has to come through me as long as I'm here. It's when there's a gap, and he was a fast player now. I don't know if I can run with him. But this probably was like when I'm covering Coach Ford back in his day. He probably was running by guys. Deion Sanders, it didn't matter. He beat them all, right? 3 Super Bowl champions will tell you that, right? That's what it looked like. But what we want to be is, we want to be in hip pocket.
Right.
We want to be elbow width away. I call that being in phase with the receiver. This is out of phase. I cannot look back. In phase, I can take a snapshot, a peek. I see ball, I get ball. I don't see ball, I go back to hip and keep reading my guy. That's what we do in man coverage, okay? One more play here. Let's see if we can keep this rolling,
Okay.
Coach Ford. All right, fan question. Let's go to the fan question. Fan question. Who drafts the player? Good question by Sheed Fly. Thank you so much for that question. You do. If you notice that the hashtag says power to the fans, that means the decision-making power, the general manager power, all of that is in the power of the fans. So Wednesday at 7 p.m., you'll have a chance to draft all 4 offensive teams and all 4 defensive teams. Now, the defensive teams will stay that way throughout the season. The offensive teams will change every week, so the power is truly in your hands. Now, is the draft going to be a Twitch stream? It is going to be a stream. It's going to be a live feed where every round, I think there are, is it 7 rounds?
Yes.
7 rounds. There'll be 7 rounds, draftable players. You'll be able to follow that live and be able to make your selections and then be able to kind of enjoy and experience the exciting part of the draft for FCF. So make sure you tune in again on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and make your voice be known. Power to the fans. All right? Right back to our next play. Oh, yeah, thanks for the no shoe fly. Is that shoe fly? Oh, shield fly, right? Sheed fly. Thank you, Sheed fly, for that comment. Thanks for the question. Next question, sir. Our next play. Let's go here. You know what? Let's go to a one-on-ones, Coach.
Okay.
And let's see what that looks like for the fans.
All right.
Here we go. Here's a good one. All right, we'll make this big. So let me explain it real quick. So after every touchdown, we're going to have an exciting, not that boring kicking in the net thing or whatever. We're going to have an exciting extra point showcase for you. So it's going to be 2 options. There's going for 2. That's going to be at the 10-yard line, right, Coach?
That's correct.
And then they're going to be going for 1. That's when the ball we spotted at the 5-yard line. There will be fan-selected players at wide receiver or defensive back, linebacker or running back, tight end and or defensive end linebacker to be able to go into a one-on-one matchup and be able to score a touchdown to give you your extra point. Now, there are a couple of rules in there. If you commit a penalty, it goes again. If the quarterback, the offensive player catches it, 1 point for them or 2 points. The benefits of 2-point conversion. If the defense makes a stop, it's 2 points or 1 point. Then there is no point awarded. So then we also have a showcase that's going to be happening to be able to give you, the fans, your power-ups per game. Is that an extra 5th down? Is that 1 less defensive player? Is that a new drive back from your 10-yard line? Is that another opportunity to score an extra point or another touchdown? The power is truly in the fans' hands. So we will use this extra point showcase as a way for you to determine how many points your team gets. So here we have a wide receiver and a defensive back. Looks like, let's take a look at the play real quick and I'll tell you who we have here.
Looks like Andrew, number 18.
Yes, Andrew Jamil.
Yeah.
And is that Jackson?
Yes, sir.
Let's pause for a second. Let's go to a fan question real quick right now, fans. All right, this fan is from Trade Tees. What if the fans make bad calls? Will the quarterback change the call? That's a good question. The answer is no. The power is truly in your hands as the fan. So when you make the call, we play the call. On defense, I get to make the call. So I'm going to be taking your bad call and flushing it right down the toilet. All right? You like that, fans? All right. We're going to be trying to beat you on every single snap. So if you make a call, that call will work or don't work based on the floor of the game, the personnel that you have in. Okay? All right, so nice question, great question, but the power is in your hands to be able to compete against the defense and me, the defensive coordinator, to try to get that question going, okay? All right. Let's talk about this last play right here, Coach Ford. Talk about your man's execution and technique on this one-on-one.
He's running an out route. He gave a stutter step. He gave a stutter step right there just to get leverage on the defender. Defender didn't put his hands on him, so he gave him an easy release. And as a result, the play was, where the conversion was good. He somewhat got lucky because most defenders are taught to get their hands on the receiver within the first 3 yards, and he was able to escape the hands by using a little stutter step, and he did a nice job clearing and accelerating down the cut, and as a result, it was a positive play.
Hey, shout out to Andrew Jamil, man. All night he was working. The boy's a human jukebox. I think I might call him Jukebox. That might be his name. That boy just runs around like a gnat on your shoulder. Leave me alone, leave me alone. All right, final thoughts, okay? Jackson here, make sure when they release outside, which way are they going? Outside. For fans, when a guy releases to a certain side, they're usually going that way unless they're leaning you to go out or leaning you out to go over top. Very difficult to do that with the timing of the rush. So when they dedicate themselves to one side, you're probably going to that side. It kind of makes sense. I go right, I go right. So here, DJ, no false steps. Make sure you're feather techniquing, giving a little ground. That 1 yard off rule is a big advantage for the offense, and they use that very well to stutter and be able to create separation and accelerate through their route like Coach Ford said, okay? Final thoughts, Coach Ford, about the game between the Glacier Boys and the Wild Aces?
Well, I personally wish we were able to play another half. I was very excited about have both teams competed. It is going to be a very fast, exciting game. And I'm looking forward to see how it goes next week.
Hey, guys, we thank you so much for just the passion that you have for the game, the way you laid it out on the line last night, kind of getting acclimated to the dimensions of the field. That was different. I know Mesler got to know that wall a couple times, and the chairs in the area over there, did he not? So, hey, it's indoor football, but it's not. It is FCF football for the powers to the fans. Thank you so much for all you guys, right? All right, hey, we are praying for you every day about you guys' health and your activity levels and your success. Make sure you keep taking the coaching, taking the film, to the drills to the field and applying the film, because tape don't lie. How about fans? Bye. See you guys. Thank you so much.
Hey, good job. Great job.
Only takes one.
They want us to break it down a little bit more.
Yeah.
So
you did a great job.
Did all right. So what do you think we need to do from a standpoint of the substitutions? Like, because the substitutions come from so far down on the sideline, my suggestion was keep one personnel until we get to the goal line and then sub.
Well, that'll be a pretty good. Hopefully the technology will correct it that all the offensive players will have a mic in their helmet.
Yes, ma'am.
And
yes, ma'am. Sorry, Coach. Yeah. Okay. All right, Coach Ford. Yeah, but hopefully they get that right.
Yeah. Now, if they don't, what you saying is going to happen?
Yeah, probably.
That because I told them that whenever my team, the only thing I'm going to be in the offensive line is a tight end and one big guy.
Yeah,
I'm not going to even
that
move
makes
anything.
Sense. And that way I don't got to sub either. I don't want to sub.
So. But good job.
Wet white maybe?
Yeah, good job though.
Thank you. Thank you,
Good
sir.
job.
Yeah, through the roughest city's chosen, he stood on his toes, cause he's always been the coldest. Yeah, look at me in the open. He don't mean no harm, but it's known he the boldest. Known that he noticed. Troll stay focused, cause he don't play the radio with clones and it's hopeless. Chest stays swollen, but the ego is thicker. Through his life, had to fight. Are you getting the picture? It's his plight, not his height. Though that make him a killer. He's always tight, cause his life, he stays stuck in the middle. Therefore, he gotta pick up, he gotta deliver. Always going for the goal, he don't like wearing zipper. So he do what he's supposed, so his life can get bigger. Until the last man standing in his name in that picture. Let's go. Walk in his shoes, walk in his boots. What you know about him? Walk in the room. Always had to fight for the top, never lose. Just to be the last standing of them all out the crew. Walk in his shoes, walk in his boots. What you know about him? Walk in the room. Always had to fight for the top, never lose. Just to be the last standing of them all out the crew. Says grit. Check out the dude, he a badass bandit. Yeah, he a lad while he jamming, but don't chastise him or you up for a challenge. Yeah, the respect he demanded. Please don't get him angry, he get heated as a cannon. Yeah, you been needed several bandages. The toughest on the field and the realest on the planet. Two rule hell animal, a purebred. Got a problem, he'll fix it like a tool shed. See the screws in his head still loose. See he down for the trouble if it doubles, never too scared. Bet your life if you might understand. You don't know the struggle, so you might not comprehend. He had to build the muscles, always going for the win. Just
just to be the last man standing. Yeah, walk in his shoes, walk in his boots. What you know about him? Walk in the room, always had to fight for the top, never lose, just to be the last standing of them all.
Yo, get you one. I shouted you out last time. The human jukebox. You know what I mean? I like that. Yeah, yeah. All right, all right. All right, guys, welcome, welcome. Come on, grab a seat. Caleb, do you know where you are?
He said second row, yellow seat.
So yellow seat will be there. He's mic'd up, you're mic'd up. Second row. Are you mic'd up? No. So then he would be there or, yep, that's fine right there. And you go next seat over because you're not mic'd up. So go next seat over, that one. All right, thank you guys so much. Welcome to Tape Don't Lie. I'm Coach Khalil Carter. I'm the defensive coordinator for all 4 teams of the FCF. Now, I know that's unusual to have one defensive coordinator for 4 different teams, but that's a great part of the game. We have the Wild Aces, the Glacier Boys, the Zappers, and the Beasts, and I'm the defensive coordinator for all 3. So the fans will technically be going against me every single game in the plays that we call and the great defense that we assemble. I am welcomed by my good friend, Coach Ivy Williams. He's the offensive coordinator of the Beasts.
No, Coach, I'm the Zappers.
Zappers. Offensive coordinator of the Zappers. Okay.
But I'll be the coordinator of the Beasts if you want me to.
You a beast, Coach. All right, you are a beast. Coach Ivy Williams, long story history, running back coach for Alabama, produced a lot of great guys. Fans know that the power is in your hands. You will be making the calls to go against my defense. So you make sure that you better think real hard about what we're doing because we're coming to shut you down every single play. Your calls make a lot of sense. Our defense is going to make a lot of sense, and we're going to make a lot of money, make a lot of sense. That makes sense?
That makes sense.
Let's go. Going right into the film study here. All right, we're going right into the film study. All right, and so, Coach, you coach who on the last game?
The Zappers, and we went against the Beasts.
All right, awesome stuff.
And if I'm not mistaken now, Coach, we rang them up early on the first play. We were doing the dance in the end zone.
All right, so we got to go forward here to football and then breakdown, and then we should, all right, let's go. All right, there goes the offense. Okay. All right, awesome. Thank you, Coach Ivy, for telling me that. All right, we have our first play here on the big screen. All right. First play for the Zappers defense was read ice, I believe, here. Oh, it's Beast defense, isn't it?
Yes, Beast, Coach.
So we're in booger rain. That means our nose guard has a 2-way go. And let me draw it up for you real quick. So our first call here is booger rain. That means our nose guard has a choice. Our quick defensive end goes outside, rush nice and wide to give the nose plenty of room. We have rain. So we're making sure that this boundary corner gets that guy to go inside. Field corner gets that guy to go inside. Safety's high. Mike goes under number 2, which is that W, sits here to make that bubble over top. He is responsible for this area. He's responsible for this area. He has deep middle, and he has underneath coverage. So we're 3 under, 1 over, and it can quickly turn into stay here, under, high, just in case we get vertical routes. Let's see what happens in this play. All right, looks like we put ourselves into a foot race here backside. Let's go back this way. That one does not work very well. Nice job. All right, a lot of things happen on this play. A lot of things happen. All right, so we got that out-go combo. Looks like we have this backside. And probably that, right? Because y'all have that option route of going curl or go, right? So what happened here is he made a mistake. He went down. He did his job. He came off in this area. He was trying to do his job, but this guy had too much speed, and he got in trail position, and this guy left the area of here going there, and it was an easy touchdown for the offense. Hey, defense, when we do it wrong and they do it right, what is it, Curtis Collins? It's a touchdown for them. Coach, okay, yep. So Curtis, step up to the mic. Tell me what, it's Curtis Collins, safety, field corner. What would you have done differently as safety here even though your number 2 receiver, the W, went outside?
I would have played the post more, squeeze the post more, so I can make it a hard throw over the top and force the quarterback into a hard throw.
So our rule in rain is this guy takes you to your responsibility. He goes out, we weave here. We don't go there, we weave there. We keep our depth. So when this guy curls up, the linebacker gets there. The corner is here. We stay here. That post is there. You think it's open? Boop! INT for us. Okay? It's all about doing our responsibilities, our safety bust, and our boundary corner. Let's take a look at what he did real quick. He got in trail, got his eyes low. Just a flat-off foot race. Who was that back there? Sheehy?
Sheehy.
My goodness. My goodness. Coach, talk to us through this play right here, sir, if you would.
Okay, first of all, the quarterback does a great job of getting some depth and getting the sprint out. But the big thing is the protection of the line. They stymie the line at the line of scrimmage and working down the line, keeping great leverage. Again now, it's a weave post call for us, all right? Like Coach said, that inside second receiver making a good outright first to read it, then he's going to turn it and change it, okay? But the front side receiver that does the depth of them, get the great weave, taking them inside, and then running away from the defender. The quarterback is getting a great pass. He's leading him away and throwing it to the open area and allowing him to make the reception.
Touchdown offense. We got a fan from the question from the fans right now. Let's go to it right now, Coach Williams. All right, interesting. From Football Gods Here. I like that name. You got that name, Cameron? Anything with God in it. I like, oh, watch out now. All right. Interesting that no players seem to be taking notes during film. Ooh, call you out. Call somebody mama in here.
All right, well, I'm going to protect the superback that's in here, is that we're in a different formation that he's not in the game. So we're in personnel, we're in 30 protection.
Let's hear from my man Raphael Leonard with the Jordan. What's happening? Why you ain't got no film, Raphael?
I ain't come prepared for the session.
He wasn't prepared. How about you, Daddy Ball? Come on, stand up.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, Daddy, come to the mic now. All right? Why you don't have a film, a pen and a pad to take notes doing film?
Because I'll probably follow up with you later, Coach, and you know, bring my
notepad. He wants to get extra work one-on-one time with me. He needs me.
Exactly. Yeah, there we go.
All right. Hey, so,
well, we ain't gonna let the offensive lineman off the hook now. Why you don't have any? Oh, you're on the beast team now. Okay. Okay.
Hey, excuses.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you go.
Everybody. Okay.
I'll let you know I knew you was in here.
We're going to the next play here. All right, no excuses, fans. We should be prepared every single snap, every single game, every single film session. Good point, and thank you so much for that. Football Gods here. Football Gods here. All right, we're going to the next play. 6. Oh, y'all scored on that one.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk us through this here. Again, fans, this is the one-on-one play here. Okay? Again, you choose the participants of who's going to be in that one-on-one matchup. Again, 2 points are from the 10-yard line. A 1-point extra point is from the 5-yard line. The quarterback in that drive stays in. So you guys chose Damon Sheehy and Dominic Sanders for this particular rep. The quarterback in there is Quentin Flowers. Am I correct about that?
That's correct.
Quentin Flowers.
That's correct.
And so let's take a look and see what happens here. Yes. All right. So remember, fans, the extra point is a pivotal part of the game. After every touchdown, you decide whether we go for 2 or for 1, and you decide on who goes in that position. That could be a wide receiver versus defensive back. That could be a running back or super back versus a linebacker. That could be a tight end versus a defensive lineman or a linebacker. Hopefully it's not tight end versus defensive back. We don't want that matchup. But we will have super backs versus DBs sometimes. You make the call. Power is in your hands. Hashtag power to the fans, okay? So in this play, our safety here, Dominic Sanders on defense, number 28, is lined up in a press technique with 1 yard off the ball. Once we get the play in like we want, he just changed. Oh, man, shout out to Damon Sheehy. Great outside stick. Where's our eyes, DBs? Right here, okay? Look at our eyes. Look at DB's eyes, right there in the backfield. Let's pause it right on time. Okay, everybody look at that. Are his eyes on the hip of the receiver? Ben Hunt, step up to the mic. Y'all know I am a stickler for the rules and I'm a perfectionist. What do I always tell you about your eyes and where they need to be on a receiver?
Got to keep it on the receiver because if your eyes is in the backfield, if you see the ball, you're going to see him catch it.
Absolutely. Come on up, James Gale, one more. At safety, talk about how difficult it is for a guy who plays safety to cover man-to-man against one of our most shifty receivers in the slot.
It's very difficult. Damon, I've gone against him. Damon, he's a quick dude, so you definitely got to keep your eyes right. Definitely got to keep your feet hot, and you just got to make the best of the situation.
Absolutely. Coach, you want to break down his technique and how he was able to get open?
Well, I think, Mr. Sheehy ran a super route. He pushed to his depth, step on his toes, influenced him inside, broke across his face. I just think the quarterback was late on the throw. I think if anything is, bad about this is the quarterback's late on the throw because he's open there. He's open.
Absolutely. What would you have done different at all? Marcus Carradine right here in the front. Raise your hand when I call your hand in the front. Yes, Marcus Carradine right here. What would you have done any different or anything at all?
I probably would have sold him a little bit more outside and then would have released inside, but I think he did a fantastic job coming off the ball with quick speed and he just got open.
Yeah, getting open in this league is one of the main components of winning. The other part is quarterbacks, they have rushes in their face. On the one-on-ones, you have all the time in the world. Take that time, make a nice little throw, get the points. They're going to add up at the end. Just think about it. You miss 3 or 4 extra points, it's going to be a difference in the score, right? And so this was a very competitive game between Beasts and Zappers. Let's go to the next play. Yeah, we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we got Zappers in here, correct?
I think the Zappers defense is left, Coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the
Beast defense.
Beast defense. Let's go back then. Let's go back. All right. So great. Again, we're going to go to the next film, the part of the film here. Let's go back to where we were. Let's explain a couple of these. Oh, yeah. Let's go. We got to go a couple plays up, Coach. I understand what you meant now. So we got to go Beast on defense. Let's keep going. Keep going. Here we go. Beast on defense. All right. Here we have trip formation. Looks like the call here is man coverage. We call this coverage ice. If I can get to go back to the beginning here. All right. Let's take a look at what this call looks like for us, okay, on defense. Ice. That means we're going to be in a man coverage with no safety help. Now, there are 2 ways to play our ice coverage. We would either go trips. Okay? We would either go Mac go ice, where we're sending the Mac to the front side A gap, back side B gap. So the field is over here. The strong gap is always A, and the weak gap is always B. So we can go Mac go. We also can go Mac back. That sends them to the weak gap, okay? When we do that, everybody has to cover. And actually, quarterbacks on this team, those blitzes are tough to cover when you have your running back right here or receiver, and all you have is a quarterback. So block, block, block. Okay? So let's say the super back is here. How bad do you feel, Kalen Campbell, when you're not back there to protect your quarterback? Raise your hand real fast. When you're not there to protect your quarterback and we got a full-fledged blitz on, what are you thinking as a receiver and a running back at the same time?
I'm thinking I'm trying to get open real as quick as possible. I'm trying to get on my horse. I'm trying to stick them, make a decision, and just go with it.
Yep. Is there any way to know when we're blitzing right here? Do you ever see any keys from us, Kalen, that lets you know that we're coming?
There's no safety at the deep part of the field. So it's zero man coverage. So, and the DBs are looking straight at me, basically.
TJ Hall, come to the mic. And we'll tell you what we're doing. So TJ, what do we do as a defense to disguise whether we're coming or not coming as a Mac linebacker?
Well, the Mike linebacker has kind of options to disguise as far as he can shift inside the box. We have to be inside the box, but we can line up and eat the A gap to the strong side or the B gap to the weak side. So we can line up in a normal linebacker position with our feet underneath our shoulders, getting ready for the snap. Or we can also disguise by getting in a kind of a position where we have in a sprinter stance where we look like we're getting reared up to go. And then also we can, give out different kind of calls to make the offensive line maybe want to slide a protection to us.
Absolutely. For instance, if we have a go call on and they go ahead and set their protection, we can call this off and now call what we call on this play, which is read. Now our linebacker is not blitzing. He is now helping anybody. Let's say this guy runs vertical. That guy runs slant, he'll be there. That guy runs vertical, slant, he's there. So now we have underneath help in read to be able to give someone some help on a shifty receiver. So a lot of times when this is not a super back, a safety versus Mr. Jukebox himself, that's a mismatch for us just in general, not by personnel, because James Gale is a very good defensive back. But sometimes we get a guy here that is quicker than our safety, right? Curtis Collins, going to step up to the mic. What do you think when you see a guy like Andrew Jamil in the slot with his quickness and his speed, or Trey Dante Hill? How do you play that differently versus him against a bigger receiver like Raphael Leonard, who's also quick and lanky and rangy, but maybe doesn't have as much foot quickness at the line of scrimmage as he does?
Guys like that, you if you're in press technique, you try to get your hands on them just a little bit and don't create too much separation between you and him. That gives them room to make a lot of moves in between space. You gotta have hot feet, and your eyes gotta be on him the whole time at his hips. And you look at his head or his feet, that gives them movement to get you off balance. Bigger guys, you can kind of slow play it because they're not gonna outrun you, but they can use their size to their advantage. So you can't be as physical with them. You just gotta play sound technique with them.
I don't know if Raphael Leonard like that about not running out. He like, I ran by a lot of y'all the other night. Let's go to the film and see what happens on the play. All right, this is Mac Reed. We have T.G. Hill as our linebacker. Okay, we have Ice, we're off coverage. He's reading the quarterback. He plays underneath, errant throw, interception, and we're returning that back for a touchdown. Coach, what do you see on this play from an offense standpoint?
Well, I think it's 0-8-8. And what the quarterback said he saw, a little color scheme problem for him, is that we got him going deep to the wide side of the field. And why he throws back to the weak side, I have no idea. But he throws back to the only guy that's in that area.
I think his jersey was slightly pulled up, and he saw black, and he thought that was his guy.
Yeah.
And, hey, we'll take it, won't we? Fans, you better call a better play. Because the defense is going to be on the play every single down, but it happens sometimes.
Yep, nobody on the other side of that hash.
Good.
But the defender.
That's right. And then look, he doesn't take care of the ball.
He fumbles it, we get it back.
And they get it back, and the ball turns over for the other defense. And so we're going to go to let's go to some more questions. Let's go to my man, David Meza. You had a touchdown during the game, did you not? In one-on-ones, you had a couple. Talk about the one-on-one play that you have versus a defensive lineman and how that feels going against a guy one-on-one with all the time in the world to make the moves. I'll get you 3 seconds. 3 seconds to make a move and get open and score for your team.
I think the one-on-ones are going to have a huge impact in the game just because they're one-on-one. It's mano-a-mano. Guys stepping up to the plate, and that's what matters. So.
Yeah, he likes the fact that it's man-on-man, it's mano-a-mano. The opportunity to score for your team is going to be there for him, and he steps up to the challenge. He's a big physical tight end who blocks well, who runs great routes, has good speed, and we hate to see David Meza going deep at any time. I might call him White Lightning because that's how he gets down. All right. All right, let's go to the fans' comments and see what we have going on here, Coach Williams. LaMarcus wanna be Odell so bad. Wow. Oh, just throw the shade. Just throw the shade. Oh, man, look, fans right on top of him all day long. I'm going to give you a chance to comment real quick. Marcus, defend yourself. Talk about how you are you and Odell is Odell.
Exactly. We two completely different people. We play play kind of similar in certain aspects, but most of the time, we play different in other aspects. So I mean, that's basically how I can explain it. Like,
I definitely don't see the comparison other than the color of your hair. Y'all play receiver. I get it. But look, shout out to Odell Beckham, great receiver in his own right. But we got Marcus Carradine. Odell, watch your back, man. We ain't worried about you. All right, we move to the next play. All right, so it flipped over, and Beasts are on defense again, correct, sir?
Yes.
All right. Coach, you want to keep addressing them while we get this play call up?
Yes. The thing about it is that, last night, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself because I think the setting was really great. Walking out there for the first time, the lighting and everything. And then, you look at from the fan point of view, and then you look at it in the tape, it looked like we got a full house in there. If you see all those guys down there, you say, hey, that's exciting. Let's get after it.
Let's get after it. A couple more film clips, guys, and we'll wrap this up. All right, Zappers are back on offense with Quentin Flowers at offense. We're going to go defense again for the Beast real quick since we had a quick interception. Looks like we have on another ice read. Same call before. Linebacker is giving help underneath, reading the play. Here we have a running play. The linebacker diagnoses it. He's backside cutback, right there in the hole, making the play. The other guys are in man coverage, so when you're in man coverage, you very rarely see a run play because your eyes are where? Their eyes are to the hip of your receiver watching him. So we shouldn't see DBs react to the run until they get what's called a stock block. The receiver will come up and start to shut down. When he shuts down, we can take a peek and shut down. But sometimes that shutdown is a shutdown and go. So that's why you got to still have an idea of where your guy is and seeing a snapshot of the play. I always say see a little, see a lot. Shut down, take a peek. No run play, back on my guy. Shut down, run play. Now I fight to my outside containment area. Coach, you want to talk about the run play that we have here?
Yes.
Great job by our D-line, though.
Great job. We got 36 whirly bounce. The thing is that back is going to go to that left guard or the guard's outside hip and thigh. He's going to press that area. The thing that he got to be concerned about is that we're leaving that 3 technique backside free. So if that guy is in a loop outside, we're going to press it and bring it back. But if he stays in that gap, the play cut back, we got to stay front side. Front side meaning that front side guard either going to turn that guy hooking, and we're trying to get the edge, and we're trying to stretch it to get the edge. But once that crack shows front side, we got to hit it and go get it, okay?
Absolutely. Great job by our nose guys. Shout out to Dante Rumpf of getting across the face here of that center and not getting reached. And we mean, he did get reached a little bit, didn't he there, Coach?
Yes, he did.
So y'all have the front side like you want to. What happened with that front side defensive end? Let's take a look at this play one more time.
He get turns outside, Coach. See?
Yeah. So there goes your lane. If y'all see it late, you'll see the front side lane that Coach is talking about is there, and so is the cutback. So let's pause it right on time here. And boom, right there.
So there's air back to the hash. There's air.
And Coach Ivey knows all about these run plays as he coached many great NFL players like Sean Alexander and all those types. So what they have here, quarterback on the center, is to the boundary, reach, okay, the nose, cue, rush. He hooks him. He reaches him. He cuts him off. He actually does do a great job on the nose. He picks his head in a little bit, but they still get him outside, kick block outside here, and here is your lane, okay? But because the end goes straight up top to the quarterback, we call that kill technique. Go straight to the quarterback, but don't kill him, but stop him from running, okay? All right? And let's go back to the question. Can we hear from the superbacks? What makes a strong superback in this league? Good question. On this run play, we'll have Kellen Campbell talk to us about what you would see, how you would see this differently at all, and what makes a strong superback in this league.
Well, this is really kind of like an outside zone run play, but now it kind of turns into an inside zone run play. So you got that, you have that center, and he's working up basically to that second level right there. If he presses it, we're pressing that inside hip of that tackle, that front side tackle. We stay on that hip, then he'll see this cut right here. and we get behind 74 right here, and we might hit our head on the goalpost right here. So that's basically what I'm seeing right there. Just trust it, continue to trust it, continue to press it, continue to press it. That's the whole name of the game with zone. You want to press it as much as possible, get people to over pursue, and then cut it up.
Thank you. Hey, good question about the good underscore part. Thank you for chatting on and chiming in. He mean by pressing the hole here. Trust that play is going to break open, and the blockers are going to do their job of hooking that nose, kicking out that end, and give you a nice alley here to run through. If it is, let's say the nose wins, and that guy does cut him off, that backside cutback becomes available to you, and then that's when it becomes inside zone to you. But trusting that front side run blocking scheme is what he's saying, of pressing that hole. Like I said, Coach Ivy Williams coached some great ones in that way. Let's go to the next play. Now, this might be our last one. Let's see how we're going. All right. All right. Yeah. All right, let's get final thoughts right now. So to me, in this game, the Zapper was a beast. It was a very competitive game. We had a lot more time. We got a lot more reps. We got a lot of good coaching film to be able to evaluate you guys. You know that. We're going to probably trim it down some of our numbers on Monday, but not by much. We have the guys in the house that we believe can make this league an exciting part of every fan's experience. Power to the fans. Shout out #Power to the fans. And, you know, with Coach Williams and I, we're going to evaluate hard. We're going to evaluate long today. We're going to meet together as staff, and we're going to just try to put the best product we have on the field. Coach Williams, final thoughts?
Well, again, you guys who had an opportunity last night, hope you enjoyed yourself. The good thing about those Superbacks, I think they played hard. We had some good outside receiver making some great catches. Our quarterbacks did a good job. And I said it from the beginning, we had great protection for the quarterbacks. So, you know, I saw some good things on both sides of the ball last night, Coach.
Hey, congratulations for a great first product. We're going to look to build upon that all week long. Make sure you're healing your bodies today. Make sure you're putting that extra film study in. Go and see the trainer. And, man, look, just go have a good time. Part of football is having fun. If you're not having fun, it's not really football. All right, guys? Hey, thank you. Thank you, fans, too. Power to the fans. Tape don't lie. All right, guys, you can go.
Good job, gentlemen. All right. There's somebody out there tracking you, man. Somebody out there tracking you, man. You better find out who it is. They're tracking you.
I'm a beast, I'm in charge, yeah. Off the leash, I'm a monster. Promise I'ma conquer anything I want to, yeah. Off the leash, I'm a monster. Promise I'ma conquer anything I want to, yeah. Off the leash, I'm a monster. Promise I'ma conquer anything I want to, yeah. I'm a beast, so I feast on every crown on the floor. I shake them up, then I run and take them down like a pro. They hear me coming, but can't stop it, so they begging for mercy. I catch them lurking, creeping early to the ground, they all go, yeah. I'm the leader, the dream. I got the power to devour the evil machine. They acting sour and them cowards, I feeble it seems. Around the town, I'm the man, I can do anything. In the dark, I shine. I make them all lose, they might. They know that I'm the truth, I rise. To a level they can reach, you know that in the dark, I shine. I make them all lose, they might. They know that I'm the truth, I rise. To a level they can reach, I'm the king, huh? King, huh? King, huh? King, huh? I'm a king, I'm a god, yeah, yeah. I'm a beast, I'm in charge, yeah, yeah. Off the leash, I'm a monster. Promise I'ma conquer anything I want to, yeah. I'm a king, I'm a god, yeah, yeah. I'm a beast, I'm in charge, yeah, yeah. Off the leash, I'm a monster. Promise I'ma conquer anything I want to, yeah. Teddy kids lost a father. Hotter than some lava, make it sweat like in a sauna. Brighter than the summer, I can do this how I wanna. I done told you I had warned you, now it's karma, and I promise. And Teddy kids, I'm the father. Hotter than some lava, make them sweat like in a sauna. Brighter than the summer, I can do this how I want to. I done told you I had warned you, now it's karma, and I promise time to turn up. I'm a king, I'm a god, yeah, yeah. I'm a beast, I'm in charge, yeah, yeah. Off the leash, I'm a monster. Promise I'ma conquer anything I want to, yeah. I'm a king, I'm a god, yeah, yeah. I'm a beast, I'm in charge, yeah, yeah. Off the leash, I'm a monster. Promise I'ma conquer anything I want to, yeah. king, I'm a god, yeah. I'm a beast, I'm in charge, yeah. Off the leash, I'm a monster. Promise I'ma conquer anything I want to. Yeah, I'm a king, I'm a god, yeah. I'm a beast, I'm in charge, yeah. Off the leash, I'm a monster. Promise I'ma conquer anything I want to. Yeah, off the leash, I'm a monster. Promise I'ma conquer anything I want to. Yeah, off the leash, I'm a monster. Promise I'ma conquer anything I want to. Yeah. I'm a beast, so I feast on every crown on the floor. I shake them up, then I run and take them down like a pro. They hear me coming, but can't stop it, so they begging for mercy. I catch them lurking, creeping early to the ground, they all go. Yeah, I'm the leader of the dream. I got the power.
Hey, Coach Hargraves, thank you for joining us for Tape Don't Lie. What do you think about yesterday's scrimmage? I mean, how well did your Wild Aces perform, and any coaching points that you would have for us going forward?
Tell you what, I was excited about it. I think the guys did an excellent job out there. I think the whole concept, the whole setting was excellent. I think our fans gave us some great plays, so we attacked them fast and hard and got in the end zone a couple of times and enjoyed it. I think just a great atmosphere.
Well, I mean, I just wish we had another half to play. Like, there was so much more football we played last night. It got a little late on us, but I was excited just to go against you and the fans and to be able to just compete at that level. So we got the guys coming in right now. Hey, guys, how y'all doing? All right, man, all right. Hope you got a nice little bit of rest last night. I know we had a late night. I'm Coach Khalil Carter. I'm the defense coordinator for the FCF, and I know it's unusual that you have a coordinator who's for all 4 teams, but here we are. You guys got to know me pretty well, all of you. I think I built a little bit of relationship with most of you, and I look to build a stronger relationship with you. But it's a unique atmosphere where I'm the defense coordinator of the Wild Aces, the Beasts, the Zappers, and the Glacier Boys. And so with me being the coordinator for all 4 teams, it's technically going to be the fans, you the fans, going against me every week. So I'm the guy on the other side of the Madden screen, the FCF screen, going against you, calling plays to stop you. I don't want your offense to score, but guess what? I'll win anyway. I'm going to be 500 at the end of the season anyway, because I'm going to be coaching both defenses and trying to stop you, the fans, on every single drive. So make sure you're ready and up to the par of going against the minister of defense. Yeah. Woo! Hashtag I Coach Swag. All right, guys, so we're going to go to the film study right now, and we're going to get it rolling. So we're going to start on defense. Oh, yeah, we do have the poll, don't we, Coach Hargraves? So we got a poll on who you guys think is going to win the Super Bowl today. So I'm going to start with my man right here. What do you think is, raise your hand from at Urban, right?
Yes, sir.
Jackson Urban. Jackson, who do you have winning the Super Bowl today between the Chiefs and the Buccaneers?
I got the Bucs. Got to go with Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, he's going with the GOAT.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then I know from home, too, Tyler Johnson, he's a wideout for them. He's been balling out, too, so I'm pumped to watch him.
A lot of great talent on both sides of the ball. 67% of the fans disagree with you, Jackson. It must be the hair.
No. Hey, 67%'s wrong.
They want the Chiefs to win, right? Yep, and he wants the Buccaneers to win. He's going with Tom Brady. How about you, my man? Darius Galloway, correct? Right, Mr. Galloway? Who do you want to win the Super Bowl today?
I got the Chiefs.
He got the Chiefs. You bandwagon. You don't even know who the quarterback was last year.
I ain't even about that.
The Chiefs, the fans agree with you. 67% of the fans think the Chiefs are going to win today. They're last year's champions. They were the best team all regular season. They have a very dynamic quarterback, great head coach. I mean, that atmosphere down there at Arrowhead is crazy. If you've never been to a Chiefs game, I live in Iowa. We go down there. It's crazy down there with the Chiefs fans. But yeah, the fans aren't always right. Fans, you're not always right. Football is played on game day and not fan day. Coach Hargraves, what about you? Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
I just think it's going to be a great game. That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to ride the middle of that one because you look at Kansas City, they don't make a lot of mistakes. They play fast, they play hard, and they get that ball in the end zone. Now, on the other side, what do you think I'm going to say? Brady, he knows how to win. He knows how to win the big game, and he's for darn sure knows how to win the biggest game.
Ooh, yeah.
And he's done that a number of times, as we know. So that can be it's going to be a great football game today.
Yeah, and I'm kind of leaning, like I said, I'm really close to the Chiefs fans. I want Tom to win. I'm a Joe Montana guy. I think Joe Montana's the GOAT. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh. Okay? Perfection in the championship game is hard, but I think when Tom goes 7 out of 10 with a new team without Belichick, I'm going to give him the crown. I'm going to give him the crown. All right, we're going to move into the film session, guys. We're going to start with defense first for the Wild Aces. All right. I think our first call here is Wolf Sky. So Wolf is a slant for us to the weak side. As you will become to learn, fans, we have termed our defense W's for the defensive line are going to the weak side of the field or the short side of the field. Our S's are strong side of the field plays. So here is the strong side or the field side, and here is the weak side or the boundary side. You'll see us using all of those terms as we move throughout the season. So Wolf would be a W. That means we're slanting here. And the quick, we're giving him a two-way go. An option to choose an outside rush or an inside rush to make this quarterback, Mr. Jackson Erdman, get off of this spot. We don't want him to throw the ball comfortably. We want him to move around and throw the ball under duress, moving, stepping up in the pockets so that we can be able to trick him into a mistake or force him into a turnover. Okay? And so what we have here is Wolf. And our call on the line is Sky. Again, S, and the S in Sky tells the safety he's down. Okay? We also have Cloud. That tells the corner he's down. And Wind tells the boundary corner, because he's on the weak side, that he's down. And that's how we have termed our defense. But here we have Sky. Okay, Sky is the call. That tells him he has curl flat. He drops down on number 2 receiver, makes him go outside, sinks in between the two of them in what is called the curl first and the flat second. That's what they call it, curl flat. Take the curl first, flat second. And then on the backside, we have over top coverage. A half of the field is his, deep. And he has, field corner, has half of the field deep. So we have half, half, and our Mike linebacker works weak if there is a receiver boundary side. Let's take a look at it. There's no receiver here. So now their Z receiver is here. So now the Mike has no reason to go to the weak side. Now he goes to the number 3 receiver here and works back to this area. The safety has 2 to 1 here and then curl flat. Take a look. All right, safety goes down, 2 outside, sinks, gets width. All right. Nice sit down by that receiver in the zone. All right. The boundary corner is working to squeeze that. Our 2 high guys are getting a little antsy because the quarterback is getting off his spot. Look at that Wolf. Great rush by number 95 on the downside down here. Number 95 with a nice outside rush on the Wolf. Clears the quarterback, gets him off his spot like we want. We want him on the run. Safety's low. Mike linebacker is low. Okay? Coach, what you see about here on offense? Take a look at that play.
Okay, so actually, looking at the top, I'm not sure if I can look on the side or on the top. Looking at the top, they're running. We're running what we call A20 as double A, is A, and we're sitting in those zones. Guys are sitting in the zones. They're dropping off and playing 3 deep, and I think this is an excellent job by the quarterback, as well as the receivers finding the soft spot in the zone and then sitting and throttling in the zone and then making the play. I think it's an excellent play right there. You're reading it well on all sides, reading it well and making the play, and that's what it's all about. We end up with about a 20-yard gain right there, but you got to hang on to the football.
Absolutely.
And that's the big thing right there.
Carver. Okay, so we have a question from a fan asking the difference between a field side and a boundary side. The field side is the strong side. The boundary side is the weak side. The ball is always spotted on a hash. So if it's on this hash, the defensive left hash, or if you're looking from the offensive perspective, it'd be the offensive right hash, okay? We're going to say it from a defensive perspective, okay? So here's the center. Here's the tight end. Here's the guard. So here's our nose guard, our quick, and our rush. So if the ball's on this hash, we are looking at the left hash defensively. This is the entire field. The majority or the fact of the field is over here to the defense's right. That would be the field side or the strong side. The side that is narrow or condensed would be the weak side, the opposite of strong, or the boundary side. So this condensed area over here, and everything from, let's say, the ball over, that is the field side, strong side. Here's the weak side, boundary side. I hope that answers your question. All right, Coach, let's go to the next play. How about that?
All right.
Oh,
This is
let's
the next play.
engage the guys. So, who I got a linebacker back there? I got TJ. Come on over here. So, TJ, the quarterback is booting. What could you done differently in this play, knowing that your number 3 ran a dig behind you?
Yeah, I could have tried to stay home a little more and work a little more inside. I tried to split 2 and 3 once I saw 3 going across the field to kind of get in the window of both. But once he started scrambling, I admit I got a little jumpy and I kind of moved outside of the window, and that allowed the ball to get thrown over my head. If I could do it again, hindsight 2020, I'd sit in that window a little longer and make him cross the line of scrimmage before I made a play.
Good point. So let's talk about what TJ's talking about here. So TJ has trips. And he gets this route. And I told you, now he drops the 3. So he has to hold here and work back here. The quarterback scrambles to the field side. So there's really not a lot of responsibility for him to go back here, even though technically by rule he is. If the quarterback's going that way, he can now work back this way. And since we had, was it curl flat? Nope, it was sit down hitch. So he sat here. He ran the hitch. Safety went down, had this guy in coverage. My boundary cornerback was here, over top of this guy, just in case he did run vertical. Field corners here, just in case this guy or that guy ran vertical. So we're over under. So now, when that guy ran over, that's what influenced him a little bit. He should have kept going to find that hole and read the quarterback. Tough spot to be in when you have a route going over your head and the guy sitting down in front of you. You just got to try to read the quarterback and make the best play you can. Coach, you want to call somebody here? Who's in here? Logan Marshy? Let's go to Jamil. What makes you sit a route down versus keep going and you guys' option reads?
We're just looking at the coverage here. You want to push this safety into a back pedal. You talking about from number 2 or 3?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2? Yeah, so you're pushing it vertical. If we see a cover 2 or cover 1, we're running right behind on the field. If they're playing a softer cover 3, we're getting it 15 yards, pushing that safety in the back pedal, and then shut it down and wrap the linebacker, find that open window.
Coach Hargrave, how difficult it is to determine man versus zone coverage for the fans?
Well, it's pretty easy. You'll look up and see the defensive backs and the linebackers, they'll just be turning and dispersing off in the zone and settling down. They don't want to be, they're always going to stay deeper than the deepest and wider than the widest, okay? And they sit in those zone areas. And then man to man, you'll see the guys lock on eyeball to eyeball, and they're going to go with the guy wherever he goes. If he runs to the sidelines, you're going to look up and see that defender right there next to him. All right?
All right, Tito, what do we have on the rush? How does James lead? Joe Tito, go to the mic.
Yes, sir.
What makes James Lee's rush really good here? James Lee is number 95. He's at the bottom of your screen here, fans. Let me go back one more time, I'm sorry. He's down here at the bottom of the screen. Watch how fast he beats that guy. What makes his rush so good there, in your opinion?
Yeah, he does a great job of just reading the tight end. The tight end steps down and gives him room to work outside. He opens up his shoulders, and he just took that opportunity, and he's a big dude, so when he ripped, he got there.
He's a big, nice dude.
Yeah, nice guy.
Nice dude. Didn't you go to college with him?
Yeah, I went to college with him. Real nice guy.
Like they go way back. They go way back like 4 flat tires, right? That's right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Good. So one thing about being a big man at defensive end is rushing with speed and power. Okay, getting off the ball, your get off is going to be something that scouts are going to be looking for. Using your hat in your hands to be able to feed tight ends and tackles as they extend. And I always say this, and I don't mean this respectfully, but get big guys out in space. When you get a big guy in space, good things happen. You're able to run around him or counter at him at the level of the quarterback, and then be able to get that guy like Jackson Irvin off that spot. I don't want him throwing the ball anywhere where he's comfortable. Going to the next play, Coach. You want to start this one off?
Yeah, let's go to
All right,
the
I got to
next
go next
one.
play. Sorry.
Not sure what it is.
Here we go.
This is not our offense.
This is not Wild Aces. All right, moving on, Wild Aces.
Yeah, let's get to the Wild Aces.
Yes, sir.
Offense. We did a lot of good things on offense, guys, in that first series. We had a couple of series of football with the Wild Aces coming off the gate, starting out.
There we go.
And one thing in offense, we want to make sure that we're going to press the defense all the time. We're going to stay on them all the time. And offensive success starts with the offensive line. And so this very first play, is this the first play here we have?
That's one of the first plays.
I'm not sure what it is, but the line, they play well. It looks like we got the, okay, can we take it all the way back? Is there a possibility that we could take it back? If not, take it
first play.
First play of the game, because that's the most important thing that's happening out there.
Yes,
we get a first play and we get that first down right away, and then we move into it. And that's what the offense is all about, guys. Okay, so what we want to always be thinking about is how we play, what we play, when we play it. And I think this is an excellent job right here. So if we just
pause it where?
Yeah, just pause it and run it back.
Okay. Coach, let me get a fan question real quick and I'll let you finish
Okay,
start.
good.
Fan question coming up here, fans. Let's see what you got going on. Since one D code for all teams, does that mean they have the same playbook? Actually, yes, that does mean that. It means that we all learn and drill and meet together as an entire defensive unit. But if you think about it, I think just about every defense in every football league has similar playbooks. It's about how you get to it. Do you use your Sam backers or Mike backers in blitz schemes more? Do you go with an extra D lineman in a 5-2 front? Do you incorporate cornerback blitzes or line or safety blitzes instead and then drop your linebackers? Do you put your safeties in coverage? Do you lock the linebackers in coverage on the running backs? Everybody has typically the same plays. They're just got to by a different means. So we do have the same playbook. You will still see a lot of the same plays being run, but the personnel on each defense is different. So for instance, if I have a cover safety, we'll be in more man. If I have a zone safety, we'll be in more zone. If I have a penetrating linebacker, we're going to blitz more. If I have a smart former quarterback linebacker like TJ Hall, we're going to play more coverage and I'm going to let him make plays in space. That's a great question. And that question came from who again? I didn't see it. I'm so sorry. Well, thank you, fan, for that question. We appreciate it. I promise I'll get that fan a cup of coffee or something real soon. So I apologize for not recognizing you. But thank you so much for joining in the chat. Coach, will you continue?
So not sure what to play. Okay, right here. It's an excellent job right here where we disperse. We can take that. Okay, so we're right here at the top. Similar play, guys. We've got a guy running to the flat, and we've got two inside hook routes. And the hook routes are great because they drive up the field right now, exploding, forcing those DBs to drop off. And then you look up, and you've got the number two running to the flat. He's about 7 yards deep. The ball comes to him right now. He catches it and turns it up the field for a first down. But that only happens because the outside guy pushes hard up the field. Number one, what we call number one, he pushes hard up the field, pushes up to about 13, 14, 15 yards. Number two comes inside up the field. And then, number three comes inside. That holds that backer. And look at that open spot out there in the flat area. The receiver does a great job of catching it and turning up the field right now. And I think it all started because of the offensive line right there. It all started right there because the offensive line, they handled their man at the line of scrimmage, was no floating, no movement, and the quarterback was able to get his semi-roll and then hit the target right now.
I mean,
excellent job.
It all comes together when all the parts of the offense work in sync and in unity to be able to get a ball off. Not a huge completion, move the sticks, another down and distance, hey, offense continues on their drive. So I want to address one of the fans from last session that asked, why don't you players have pens and pads or taking notes? But of course, we have one guy in the building right now. Jackson Erdman came prepared with a pen and a pad. So see, fans, he's prepared. He's a quarterback. He's special now. All right, there you go. Thank you for asking that question right there. We appreciate it. We want to address, shout out to Jackson Erdman for taking notes today. And we'll move to the next play. Coach, why don't you break down the next offensive play?
So we go to the next play. We're right there. We're feeling pretty good right now. First play of the game, we come out, we get a first down. We're going to the second play. And
it might be a delay here.
We got a little delay there. It's no problem. It's not a delay play. It's not called a delay. All right, so now Here we come with what we call a read route right there. We take it back. It's a 2-by-1 formation. Okay, so we count them out. Number 1 on the bottom is going to run what I call a semi post. Third outside step, he's going to do that. And number 2 is going to run to the flat area. And so we play over and under. And then on the back side, we're running what we call a little bang, where he's coming off inside, comes up the field, comes off inside, kind of holds that backside corner, and that allows that post route, semi-post route, to come open. However, that might not be the best throw. Quarterback, what did you see on that one?
Yes, sir. So just breaking it down, we got the flat route. Usually take it if it's there. Wasn't there, so felt the pressure, stepped up, saw Isaiah on the post. Should put more air on it. It would have been a tutty. But yeah, I just missed him on the throw.
Yeah, and that's a tough one there because you want to be careful on that one because of the backside. You don't want that corner to fall back and be able to make that play. So if it doesn't happen inside those hashes, probably come off of that and look for something to throw down.
Yes, sir.
Down below. All right, will everybody see that? But hey, we're right there now. We're right there, getting ready to score again. Again, notice I'm getting all fired up about it because we haven't got there yet, but we're coming.
We'll go one more on offense, coach, and then we'll go to another defensive play.
Okay.
Here you go, to play number 4.
All right. Okay, again, we're 2-by-1 on the formation. All right, this is excellent right here. This is excellent right here. What it is just it's a streak. All right, it's a streak route, and the defense are playing really soft, and so we know to pull it up at about 15 yards and work back. Now, who's that at the top? Is that Raphael? Excellent job right there, coming back to the ball. All right, push that defender hard. He drops off. You plant at 15, and then you drive back to it. Excellent throw. Make the catch. Step out of bounds.
Let's talk about from a defensive standpoint. What could we have done differently? Marquil played this really well. What do we do wrong here? Kareem Darrington, step up to the mic. Kareem, what do we do? What do we do for a split second here by Marquil at the very top of the screen? Up here, what does he do when he drives? What makes him the difference between this tackle and a big play?
As you said, he's right there. He's about a split second away from making the play because he has really good technique. Just coming out of his break, he took a slight peek at the quarterback, which probably swayed him a little or misstepped him for about a yard, and that kept him from making the interception.
And you'll see this in the NFL level, and shout out to the NFL as well. But a lot of guys in the NFL look at the quarterback. They try to make plays every play. On our defense, I'm trying to teach these young men how to make average plays every play. And that does sound a little bit weird. Like, why would you want to make an average play? An average play like a tackle, an average play like a pass breakup, an average play like playing your responsibility, doing your job, mowing your own grass, okay? When you try to make the spectacular play every play, that's when Jackson and Andrew and Raphael and Ladarius and Isaiah King and all these guys up here in the front, they're going to take advantage of you because you're trying to be too hungry. Don't be hungry. Don't be starving. Be hungry. Don't be starving, if that makes sense. Let's go to a fan question right now here in the speakers, see what the fans got going on, Coach. Jerdy. This comes from Xenocide Genius. Jerdy, how serious are you about becoming franchise tag? Who's Jerdy in here? Who's that?
Right here,
Coach. All right, Jay Erdy. I get it now, okay? Yep. So, Jerdy, how serious are you about becoming a franchise tag player?
That'd be awesome. You know, I love the Wild Aces, like what they're putting out, like the unis. So, yeah, I'd love to be tagged by them and play for them all season.
You like pink? That's what you're saying? You like pink?
I like the color scheme.
There you go. Hey, takes a very confident man to wear pink. Shout out to the Wild Aces and the owners. We love you guys. Thanks for your support. And then thanks again, Xenocide Genius, for that comment. So, again, let's go to our field corner. Let's go to Ben. Ben Hunt, come on up here. Ben, how difficult is to play man coverage on the island and zero coverage in this league with these great receivers like Raphael and Andrew and Isaiah and guys? How hard is that to play?
Playing man coverage in this league, it is very difficult. I mean, because these receivers, it's a smaller field, so everything happens a little bit quicker. So especially with the quicker guys like Andrew Jamil and receivers like that, it's difficult. But also with bigger guys like Raphael, with the game being so much faster, even if it is a bigger sized guy, everything's coming a little bit quicker. So it is a little bit hard on the island, but you just have to be sound in your technique and have your eyes in the right spot.
Good answer. Well coached. Well coached. No, I'm kidding. All right. Dante Rumpf. Get up here, big man. The big man in the middle, Dante Rumpf. Okay? Dante, talk about from your experience of playing nose at all different levels, How different is this game with that yard off the ball, being able to get to the quarterback when they have the yard off the ball, you only have 3 defenders, and you're limited sometimes by the play call? Talk about that.
You know, being so far off the ball, it takes away time from the play. So, you know, each play lasts maybe 3-4 seconds. The quarterback has the ball maybe 2 to 3 seconds. So you got to know what move you want to make. You got to make it quick. So, but I feel like it gives us an advantage because we have so much momentum going forward. Once we hit that line of scrimmage and once we come in contact with the offensive lineman, that we already got so much momentum built up that it makes it harder to block us.
Good answer. Good answer. It doesn't make it hard. Offensive linemen often kick step and catch. So if we have a yard off the ball and we're coming full speed at you with power, speed, it makes it difficult for them to sustain that momentum from us. So we do have an advantage in that way, but they also have the advantage of timing. They can get the ball off quicker because of that yard off the ball because it takes longer to engage. So great job right there. Let's go to a defensive play. We'll just go deep into this thing here. All right, fan question. While we're doing this, fan question.
Meanwhile,
all right.
Okay.
BMNTTV. So fan, BMNTTV says, will the games be high scoring like traditional arena football? And how good are the O and D lines? Wow, good question, Coach. I'll answer the first part, and you answer the second?
Fine.
Okay, so will the games be high scoring like the traditional arena football? I mean, I've been in games. I played arena football for 8 years. I've been in games that were 83-13 with Coach Jenkins in the first year. I've been a coach in games where we beat a team like 100 and something to 3 or something crazy like that. It was 120, I don't know, something like that. We won't get scores that high. I think what you'll see is normal scoring because of the yard rule, because of some of the rules that are in place. And this depending on the familiarity with the offense and defense of a strong and long training camp. You'll probably see scores that are close to the 40s, maybe to the 30s and 40s. I hope we're not giving up 50 points because I don't want you fans doing nothing on offense. I'm stopping you every time. But just kidding. So you'll see scores that are probably in the 30s and 40s, maybe sometime in the 50s if Andrew Jamil gets off and Darius Galloway get off. Those guys get off during the game, then you'll see scores like that. But like last night in our scrimmage, because it was our first exhibition, the second game was cut short. We were at like, I think 16-8 after about a half or something like that. And in the first game that we had 2 halves, the final score was somewhere around 32-20 something, and that was with some of the delays with technology. So I would say if you double that score or right around that, you'll get that. And if you kind of like triple that other score of the second game, you'll get to what a game will be looking like from that. How good are our O and D lines, Coach?
Oh, I think they're excellent. I think these guys out here, you know, and having my background, I did coach some offensive line back in the day, and on both levels, college and professional. And what I see out there every day in practice, on both sides of the ball, these guys get after it. They're big, they're strong, they're mobile, and that's what you got to have on both sides of the ball. And they get after it. And so the fans are going to see at the line of scrimmage, there's going to be a dogfight every play, and everyone's going to get after it. And then on the outside with the skilled people, it's going to be something. You know, the talent is there at every position and at every position, you know, and that's a blessing. That's a blessing. And that's great to see. And so it's going to be exciting. There's going to be some scoring going on, you know, and I'm on the offensive side of the ball, and I'm about ringing up that scoreboard, you know, like that slot machine. Ding, 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 ding. All right.
I got it. Hey, you know, I don't like that at all. Jeremiah Dalabo, step up real quick to the mic. I want to talk to Jeremiah Dalabo real quick because he's one of those unique players that plays defensive back, plays linebacker, and we ask him to play defensive end. So he's one of those special players. Y'all need to be looking out for Jeremiah Dalabo. You need a franchise guy. Here's a guy that's going to make an impact on our team. They talk about playing all 3 positions and how the versatility it affects you both positively and negatively, Jeremiah.
I mean, you gotta love it because, I mean, it's more you can do. It's more you can provide to your defense, and it provides you opportunity for more reps. Now, with that being said, you really gotta be locked in and be like understanding of down, distance, situational football, everything. Because when you get thrown in the game, you want to be in that role and doing the job to the best of your ability.
Good answer. Good answer. He's very well coached. There you go, Jeremiah. Nice job. So, guys, we appreciate you for the Tape Don't Lie session today. Y'all know that we're going to get right back at it on Monday. Hey, good luck to all of you guys as we start to have talks with the coaching staff and evaluate the film and try to put the best product on the field. To the fans, hashtag power to the fans. Thank you for joining us for Tape Don't Lie. Myself and Coach Hargraves, we appreciate you. Keep the chats coming. Bye-bye. See you guys later.
All right, it's done. Enjoy. See you
guys
on the practice field.
See you guys later. All right, enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy the Super Bowl.
All right.
We got wings and pizza coming. B-dubs, baby.
All right, guys. Good job, guys.
The trophies and all that comes, yeah. Cause we some champions. We achieve what couldn't be done. Cause we number one. 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 Wide world of sports only for the elite. The thrill of victory, agony of defeat. Crossover, step back, your ankles is weak. Pat Riley might sue me for using 3P. None of you losers can see me. I'm looking up to the heavens, blowing kisses to Kobe and Gigi. Ali Steenby, jumper good like a shot on Elo. Close eyes, shoot the free throw. I'm Clay with the 3, bro. Brady in 05. Kirk Gibson with the swing, champagne over the trophy. I'm on my 3rd ring, 4th quarters. They wanna test me. Got more tricks than Wayne Gretzky. About time I win an ESPY. We're the Red Heart, we some champions. We want the rings, the trophies, and all that comes. Cause we some champions. They thought we was done, but we number one. I'm undefeated, and my Jordan 4 undefeated. I'm Jerry Rice versus the defense. Shake you like Pat Mahomes. Just win, baby. Al Davis in my black and chrome. 4th down.